Good afternoon, students. So, in the previous class, we have discussed about gray codes, which will be helpful for studying in a Karnaugh map. Now, we will be introducing a Karnaugh map, which is used to simplify the Boolean expressions. With the help of this map, we can able to simplify the Boolean expressions. So, what is K-map? Normally, in short term, we are calling it as a K-map. K-map means Karnaugh map, which is used to simplify the Boolean products. So, we can have, that is K-map, or we can also call it as a Karnaugh map. The number of variables used in a Boolean function, depending on that, we are going to draw a K-map. Normally, we come across with 2, 3 and 4 variables. For this, we are going to draw a K-maps for 2 variables, for 3 variables and for 4 variables. Normally, we are drawing a K-map. How we are going to design this K-map, or how we are going to use the K-map? Just a rectangle squares are going to be used in terms of rows and columns. For that, we are going to give some unique numbering order for each column, or each square with the help of a gray code. Now, I will be considering only a 2 variables. How we are going to write a 2 variable K-map? Just if I am having 2 variables means you have to take a 2 to the power of 2. If it is a 3 variable, 2 to the power of 3. If it is a 4 variable, 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 2 means we will be having 4 boxes, that is 4 squares. 2 to the power of 3 means 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 into 2, 4, 4 2s are 8, we will be having 8 squares. 14 means 8 2s are 16, we will be having a 16 squares for the K-map. First, we are going to consider sum of products methods. SOP, also we are calling it as a SOP form. SOP or sum of products. To simplify the SOP expressions, we are going to use the K-map. To simplify the SOP expressions, we are going to use the K-map. Also, we are going to use POS form, that is product of sums, that will be discussed later. First, we are going to discuss sum of products. POS means product of sums. So, these 2 methods are going to be discussed. First, we are going to consider sum of products to represent a K-map, sum of terms to represent a K-map. First, we are going to write 2 variable K-map, that is consider 2 variables as x and y, 2 variables as x and y. So, in total we can be able to draw 4 squares, 4 squares. And for row, I am terming it as a x, and for column, I am terming it as a y. And the numbering orders that we are going to use for each squares will be like this: 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. This is the numbering order for 2 variable map. If I am using a 3 variable x, y and z. If I am using a 3 variables, then I have to use 2 rows and 4 columns. 2 rows and 4 columns. And the row will be treated as x and the column will be treated as yz. And to number the each squares, we are going to use the gray code ordering, that is 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. You can observe that instead of writing it as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have changed this column to 3 and this one as a 2, which is going to represent a gray code. For example, if I want to mention the value 1 here, then because I am using a sum of product methods, if I am multiplying x into y into z, if the value of x, y, z are 0, we are going to get the output as 0. If you are multiplying 0 by anything, you are going to get 0. If the output of this square needs to be 1, then we have to complement all the variables, that is x bar, y bar, z bar. In the same way, here also, starting with the two variables, if I want to represent 1 here, if I want to represent 1 here, the value will be starting as a 0 and 1. If I want 1 as output here, if the value of y is 0, then 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Just like all the possible combinations can be made with a single variable is 2 with binary, that is 0 and 1. In the same way, all the possible ways of representing a x, possible combinations will be 0 and 1. Both will be written on the row side as well as on the column side. If I want to represent 1 here, if I am multiplying x into y, 0 into 0, it will become 0. That is not the output what we are expecting. If I want to represent 1 here, then this should be complemented. 0 and 0 should be complemented. 0 and 0 should be complemented. Bar means you have to complement the 0. 0 bar means it becomes a 1. 1 into 1 you are going to get 1. That's why I can able to write it as a x bar. For this row, I am going to write it as a x bar. For this, I am going to write it as a y bar. In the same way, here already I am having 1, no need to complement this one, so directly I am writing it as a x. Here also no need to complement, directly I am writing it as a y. Now if you are multiplying these two, 0 bar means 1, 1 into 0 bar means 1, 1 into 1 you are going to get 1. 0 bar means 1, y means 1, 1 into 1, 1. X is 1, 0 bar means 1, 1 into 1 you are going to get 1. X is 1, y is 1, for this box you are going to get it as a 1. So in this manner we are going to map this one. If you are writing the variables inside the particular box, it can be written as x bar, y bar. In the same way, x bar, y, here x, y bar and xy. This is how we are going to map the sum of product terms inside a K-map. This rectangular box will be treated as a K-map. How we are going to map the individual variables inside the each square will be either in a complemented form or in a non-complemented form. The concept is that the output of this box should be 1. Keeping that one in mind, we have to complement 0 or 1. 1 cannot be complemented here because our output should be 1. If you are multiplying 1 with 1, you are going to get 1 itself. If you are multiplying 0 with 1, then you are going to get 0. That's why we have complementing the zeros. Means it is also converted into 1. This is how we are going to represent a two variable K-map. Here we have to consider the same thing, 0, 1, because we are having a single variable. I have made the combination 0, 1. Here we are having two variables. It will be starting with 0, 0, 0, 1. Instead of 1, 0, we are going to use it as a 1, 1. With the help of the gray code, I can able to say, because only one bit should be changing. If I am making it as a 1, 0, there must be a 2 bits changing by increment of 1. That's why I am changing it as a 1, 1. Then I am going to write it as a 1, 0. In each increment of the position, we are going to change only a single bit. That's why 1, 1 has been written. 0, 0, 0. It means 0, 0, 0 means it is a decimal equivalent of 1. 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1 is a decimal 0, 0 means 0. 0, 0, 1 means 1. 0, 1, 1 means Position, by the positional value, first position value is 1, second position value is 2, third position value is 4. 2 plus 1, the value is 3. That's why we have marked it as a 3. Next, 0, 1, 0 will be having the value 2. In the same way, if you are moving to the next row, the value of the next row is 1. 1, 0, 0 means 4. 1, 0, 1 means 5. 111 means 7, 0 means 6. That's why we have used the ordering 4, 5, 7, 6. And that number should be entered inside each square in a Karnaugh map. Either it may be a 0 or 1, everything should be entered here. If you have to consider a soft form, then I have to complement the zeros. Wherever we have used the 0, it has to be complemented to get the output as 1. So 0 multiplied by 0 into 0, we will going to get 0 itself. That's why we are complementing this 0, we are complementing this 0, and we are complementing 0. Wherever you find the 0, you directly write a complement sign. Means that it will be converting that 0 into 1. Now 1 into 1 into 1, you are going to get 1. 1 into 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 1 into 1, 1 into 1 into 1, you are going to get 1. In that way, we are going all the outputs as a 1. If I am writing the variables x bar, x here, y bar, z bar, here, y bar, because we are having bar for 0 only, we don't have the bar for z because it has already got the value 1. Here, no bars. That is yz, here yz bar, that is yz bar. Now write the expression in the each of the squares, x bar, y bar, z bar. Second one, x bar, y bar, z, x bar, y, z, x, y, z bar, x, y bar, z bar, x, y bar, z, x, y, z. Here x, y, z bar. In this way, we are going to write the Boolean expressions inside a Karnaugh map squares. For 3 variables, for 2 variables, we are going to write the K map like this. You have to keep in mind that every box should be an output of 1. To make that 1, we are going to complement the 0 bits here, because 0 multiplied by anything, you are going to get 0 itself. That's why each 0 is complemented. And the ordering, the number ordering that we are using is gray code ordering, because from one step to another step, we have to change only a single bit. There must not be a multiple bit changes. That's why we are changing 0 to 1. That 1 will be remaining same. This 0, 1, 1 will be representing a value 3. That's why we have written it as a 3. You should observe this column, and in the next 4-bit representation, we are going to say in the third column there must be a interchange of numbers. Or simply you can say, instead of writing 2 here, you interchange these two column values. Instead of writing 3 here, you can write 3 here, 2, it can be interchanged. In the same way here also, 7 and 6 are going to be interchanged. Now we are going to write 4 variable K map. For that, I am going to consider 4 variables as A, B, C, D. 2 variables will be considered for row, 2 variables will be considered for column. So we are having 4 variables, that is 2 to the power of 4 means we have to write 16 squares here. 16 squares here. For that I am going to use 4 rows and 4 columns. Here I have used 4 rows and 4 columns, and the rows should be AB and the column should be CD. Now I am going to use the total number of combinations for AB will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Instead of 1, 0, I am going to write it as a 1, 1 and then I'm going to write it as a 1 0, just following the gray code ordering. Here also 0 0, 0 1, 1 1 and 1 0. Same way, make all the zeros, make all the zeros as a complement and make it as a 1. For zeros I am going to put a bar. Here I can able to write it as a bar, B bar. Here A bar, B, AB and A, B bar. In the same way, here also C bar, D bar, C bar, D, C, sorry, no bars, CD, C, D bar. To use the numbering order in each square, 0, 1, instead of 2 I have to write it as 3, then 2, continuing with 4, 4, 5, instead of 6 I am going to write 7 here and 6 here. And in the same way, where you are going to make the changes for third column, third row should be interchanged with the fourth row. The third row should be interchanged with the fourth row. So 7, after 7, 8 should be written in the fourth row. 8 should be written in the fourth row. How we are interchanged these two columns? In the same way, you have to interchange these two rows. Instead of writing here, I am going to write the 8 here, then 9. Instead of 10, I have to write it as 11, then 12. This one is 13, 14. Instead of 15, I have to write 16, then 15. You have to memorize the numbering order which you have written in each square. If you are missing any one of this, you are not going to simplify the expression accurately. You are going to get the different results and you are going to lose the marks. For that purpose, you have to memorize this thing, that whenever you are giving the numbers, first row should be 0, 1, then the column should be interchanged, that the first we have to write 3, then the 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8 should be starting at the last row, not in this row. 8, 9, sorry, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Including the 0, we will be having only 16 boxes. So we will be ending at 15 itself, not the 16. Sorry for that. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now map the expressions. A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. A bar, B bar, C bar, D. A bar, B bar, C, D. A bar, B bar, C, D bar. Here A bar, B, then C bar, D bar, A bar, B bar, C bar, D, not the B bar, sorry, A bar, B, C, D, A bar, B, C, D bar. Now A, B, C, D bar, A, B, C, D bar, A, B, C bar, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D bar. Now A, B bar, A, B bar, C bar, D bar, A, B bar, C bar, D, A, B bar, C, D, A, B bar, C, D bar. This is how we are going to map the 4 variable K map. Once again, we are going to consider each output of the square should be 1. For that we are complementing each zeros. Zeros are going to be complemented and we are going to get the sum of product forms. This is how we are going to write 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable Karnaugh maps. If you are understanding these concepts, then it will be helpful for us to simplify the expressions which is discussed in the next topics. Next, moving with K-map. How to map in K-map? How we are going to map the values in K-map? that we need to consider. Consider the truth table that I have written here. A, B are the two variables that we have considered to map in K-map. So f is a function, the output of the two variables has been written as a function f. The combinations will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Where in K-map, we have to map these ones where we have getting the output 1, only that squares needs to be mapped, 0 should be neglected, because in SOP expression we have to map the only with the output of which is 1, that should be mapped in a K-map. That's why we are going to consider only these two outputs. For these two outputs, what is the input? 1, 0 and 1, 1. In SOP expression, if you are multiplying 1 into 0, you are going to get 0 itself. We have to make this 0 as a 1. For that, canonical expression for the truth table will be A, B bar. This 0 will be complemented, that automatically it is going to become 1. B bar means 0 bar, that is 1. A already 1, 1 into 1, 1 plus AB. A is also 1, B is also 1, so AB. Or the same function can be written as f is equal to sigma of 2 comma 3, because this represent 2 and this represent 3. Directly I can able to write it as a 2 comma 3. As you know, binary value 1 0 means the positional weight of the first bit is 1, second bit is 2. In the same way, 1, 2, 3. Here 1 plus 0 we are going to get, 2 plus 0 we are going to get 2. So 2 comma 3 will be treated. Or we can able to write it as a m1 plus, m2 plus m3. Small m is used to represent a expression. SOP expressions. This can be written as a m2 and this can be written as a m3. In this way also we can able to write the expression. Now we need to simplify this, we need to map these two values in a K-map. How many variables that we have used? 2 variables, that is A and B. For that I need to use a 2 variable K-map, that is 4 boxes are going to be, 4 squares are going to be used. The row will be A, the column will be B. The combinations are 0 and 1. This you have to write by knowing how many variables has been used. By making use of that, either you can use AB, because we have used AB here, I am using AB. If you are using XY, you can able to use XY also. 0, here also 0, 1. This will be B bar and B. This will be A bar and A. Now, the ordering for the each square, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now, I have to map this one. Where I need to map this one? In the entire corner of map. Where exactly I need to map this one? Where the input is 1, 0, I need to map the 1. Where input is 1, 0. Which is the identical circle for this 1, 0? A is 1, B bar is 0. This box will be representing a 1. Okay? A will be 1 and B will be 0. A1, B0. For that box I have to mark it as a, or map it as a 1. Second one, where A is 1, B is 1. Where A is 1, B is 1, I have to map the 1. Or simply I can able to write it as a AB bar or AB. All other empty square should be mapped with 0, because 0 multiplied by anything, 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, you are going to get 0. In coming topics, we are not going to use this 0, just simply we are mapping the ones. For understandability purpose, I have written the empty boxes with a filled with 0. It is understood that if you are not writing anything in a SOP expression, it is understood that if you are not writing anything, either 1 or 0, the empty boxes will be treated as a 0. But you have to map the ones where it belongs to, for which square it belongs to, we have to mark that 1. And this is how we are going to map the Boolean values or canonicals of expression in a truth table.